Well, good morning. I'm meteorologist Tammie Souza. We are looking at the end of this storm system, so we're not under a next weather alert for today, but we need to wrap some things up, kind of let you know what's gone on and what you can expect this morning, because we still have some lingering effects from this storm system, and we have another one to talk about that will be on the way by Tuesday. So for today, we are going to be clearing out. We're going to see a little bit of fog this morning, maybe a little bit of freezing drizzle around the area, and some wraparound snow showers, but certainly not what we saw yesterday. Nonetheless, the roads are going to be a little treacherous, especially north and west, so please be aware of that. We do have a next weather alert that's already been issued for Tuesday. This is a warm storm. This is going to be rain. This is going to be a lot of rain. We're talking 2 to 3 inches of rain and possible flooding out there, along with some very high winds, 50 to 60 mile an hour wind gusts with that. And it will again be very warm. So we're looking at temperatures that will be close to 50 degrees. A lot of that fresh snow will melt and we're going to have that flooding potential. So this is a really big situation that we're watching that could unfold on Tuesday. And then we have another storm just in time for the weekend. So they're just kind of rolling in here like the jets over at Philadelphia International on the runway. All right, outside right now we have cloudy skies, a little patchy fog, and we do have some spotty showers still around the area. Probably the happiest place in the world right now is the Poconos, because they have filled in some of those barren slopes with snow. They picked up anywhere from 6 to 10 inches of snow across the Poconos, which is fabulous for them. Other parts of the area, not quite so much snow. In fact, let's talk about those snowfall totals. Albrightsville, 9 inches of snow. New Tripoli, 7.5. Bangor, 7 inches. Birdsboro, 4.1. Rock Hill, 2.3. And Warwick Township, 2.0. Now, I have to tell you, in Philadelphia at the airport, a trace of snow. But once you got out just past the I-95 corridor into the lower Montgomery and Bucks suburbs, some places picking up about an inch or so. And the further north and west you went, the more you saw. So for the most part, as expected, these totals kind of grew as you headed from Philadelphia out toward the Poconos. And then there was rain elsewhere. In fact, that rain moved in and it did get a little bit slippery on the roads, because for a little while there was a little bit of sleet that was falling out there before it changed over to rain and washed things around. Again, please be careful this morning if you head out, because some of those roadways are frozen. We do have some of that sleet and it is quite slippery out there. Generally, the frozen areas are going to be to the north and west. Allentown at 32, Poconos at 27. It's 37 in Philadelphia. So the main expressways and everything, they're going to be fine, but you still might find a little bit of that sleety mess or a little bit of a slip and slide, especially with some spotty freezing drizzle this morning on some of those side roads. So be aware of that. Down the shore, already 40 degrees in Atlantic City. We're going to probably climb into the low and mid 40s today, so above the freezing mark. But with any melt going on, we're going to see some patchy fog developing, so be aware of that. We'll be climbing on up to about 39 by 10 this morning. So this morning early, a spotty shower is possible out there. A spotty flurry is possible, maybe a little bit of freezing drizzle or freezing rain, and that'll be spotty in nature as well. We're going to remain cloudy. We will get a quick little wraparound snow or rain shower coming through about mid-morning. This won't amount to much. We're not expecting accumulations from it. Any accumulations from snow showers today, and it will be very little, would be up to the north and the west, generally the Poconos and the Lehigh Valley. We are going to be looking at things quieting down. By the time we get to noon, we're at 41, we're cloudy, and then 43 with even a brighter shade of gray across the sky by the time that we get into 2 o'clock this afternoon, with a little clearing perhaps on the way. Here's a look at what's going on right now with this system. It's kind of broad out there, and you can really see what's going on. We have the one system pulling away, and then we actually have another little wave coming in behind it. So all of this is going to wrap around and fill in across the area, at least for this morning. Then we focus out west, because there is our next system. And this is the one that is going to drop into the southwest and then head our way, but it will be a much stronger storm system. And again, this is going to have the potential for some flooding and some very high winds that will create power outages Tuesday, especially the second half of the day, and Tuesday night. So please put that in the back of your mind. You don't have much time to prepare for that one. So let's walk through what's going to happen. Again, as we head through this morning, you're going to see some of these little spotty showers taking place out there. This is not a real big deal. It's just going to be something that kind of splats on your windshield, and you're going to wonder what's going on. The wraparound, we see a little bit of that snow up into the Poconos, Lehigh Valley, Berks County. You've had some of your snow wash away last night in the rain. Well, now you'll get maybe just a little dusting out there, possibly an inch or so up into the Poconos. All of this will be with us. Here we are at 8:30 this morning, and it'll be gone by the time we get into about 11 o'clock noontime. And again, some brighter shades of gray out there, maybe even a few peaks of sunshine, especially places like southern Delaware, where you'll probably clear out first, even down toward Cape May, as this system lifts off to the north and the east of us. Now, by the time we get into tonight, things will clear out. I do think we'll see some patchy fog forming again, though. So although the skies look clear, we're going to have to keep an eye out for that. We head into your Monday, a perfect day. It'll be beautiful. It'll be seasonable. We'll be in the low to mid 40s. You're not going to be looking at any rain or snow. It'll be very quiet out there throughout the day. In fact, we head into the afternoon and things look pretty pleasant. Some clouds will start to build up in the Poconos and Lehigh Valley, Berks County for all of you, but for the most part, this is going to be a very quiet day. Monday night, fairly quiet, but overnight, late, we have clouds building in, and you notice they're moving in from the south and the west. That's the flow of the air. That's warmer air that's moving in ahead of this next storm system. This storm system will stay to the west of us. So that means as you look at that counterclockwise flow, it'll be pulling that air in from the south and the west, not the east like the last system that went through yesterday and last night. So we are going to see a snow shower north and west of the area today. Some spotty freezing rain is possible out there, and this will be spotty in nature. Some slick roads are going to be out there in places, and we are going to see a little bit of patchy fog. So be aware of that, because the temperatures being warm are melting anything that fell, and of course that moisture is in the air. It has nowhere to go, and it's going to create a little bit of fog out there. We are now looking at that next system. Let's kind of track out what's going to happen. Here we are Monday, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Nothing going on in Philadelphia. We look pretty good, but we are looking at a severe weather outbreak at the south end of this system, across the deep south, even up into the Carolinas as this curves and heads in our direction, and some snow at the northern end of this. So this is going to be a very powerful system. Watch what happens as it approaches us. Again, the center of this system stays to our west, so our winds are going to turn and come in out of the south and the southwest. We're fine by the time we get into Tuesday morning. Clouds are in place. We do have snow across the Great Lakes. We're going to be in rain for this system because temperatures are going to be right around 50 degrees across much of the area. So that means a lot of that fresh snow is going to melt, and that's going to create some flooding potential on top of 2 to 3 inches of rain that are going to fall. Again, this is Tuesday. Here we are at noon. The rain has already moved into the area. Then we watch ahead. We have that heavy rain coming in overnight. Look at these shades of yellow. We could have some thunderstorms involved with this. Some of them could be borderline severe, and we could also be looking at the potential of these high winds coming in. Now, the winds will start to shift more to the southeast. We could see some water piling up down the shore. We will expect some coastal erosion of the beaches. This one much more than this last storm, and we will expect to see those 50, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. The greatest will be down the shore, and there'll be a little bit less in Philadelphia, but nonetheless, when you have the ground saturated and then you toss on a 40 or 50-mile-an-hour wind gust, you've got things going down. You've got trees going down, maybe some power lines going down. So this one is one to watch. This is going to make a little bit of a mess Tuesday night and into your Wednesday morning. By Wednesday, 10 o'clock, just some wraparound spotty showers, maybe even a little bit of a mix headed up toward the Poconos, and then it's out of here, and we have what I would call a pretty decent Thursday. We head into Friday before our next storm heads in Friday night. So for today, 43 in Philadelphia. We will see that light rain or maybe a little bit of a spotty freezing drizzle this morning. We're looking at a shower down the shore early this morning. Again, these are going to be scattered at best, but 45 down the shore and 40 in the Lehigh Valley. We could see an early morning rain or snow shower. Again, that's above the freezing mark. So again, not expecting a lot in the way of snowfall, but again, that spotty freezing rain is possible. 32 or 33 in Philadelphia tonight. The same down the shore. We are going to start to clear out, so we'll be clear to partly cloudy, and 27 in the Lehigh Valley. So we kind of get back to normal, actually warmer than normal. Here's where we go over the next 7 days. We'll be at 45 for tomorrow. Beautiful day. Lots of sunshine out there. Enjoy it. Could see a little patchy fog early on, so be aware of that. On Tuesday, clouds are in place. That rain rolls in here by late morning to midday, and it is going to be heavy. Look at the temperature, 52. Again, we're talking about that melting snow, and we're talking about 2 to 3 inches of rain coming down. So we have a first next weather alert that has been issued simply because we're looking at the flooding potential and those very high winds that could create damage across the area. This rolls out of here very early Wednesday morning. We still remain warm on Wednesday. Temperatures start to fall a bit behind the system, but not greatly. We have a decent Thursday. Look at that, 47. We head into Friday warm at 47 degrees. Another storm comes in Friday night, and then it brings us rain on Saturday and possibly into Sunday. So we're in a very, very busy pattern. You'll want to stay with us here. Of course, we have complete coverage. We'll have that throughout the day, and a wrap up on some of the snow totals that didn't come in yet, so you'll be able to see what's going on in your neighborhood. And of course, our complete CBS News Next Weather Network. That is going to be in place for the next storm as well. That is all of our stations stretching from Baltimore to New York. So we track that storm. All the meteorologists from all those cities, all of us get together, and we've got it being tracked along with all of our producers, photographers, and everything else. And you can always watch that streaming right here on CBS News Philadelphia. Until then, we'll see you a little bit later this morning, actually, for our Sunday morning newscast.